My life changed from when I was 13 years old, when I became a Mormon. And Mormonism, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is a Christian religion, but it's a very different form of Christianity. It's a very strict form of Christianity. I believe that through a young boy named Joseph Smith in New York, they believed that God and Isa, or Allah and Isa, appeared to him after his prayer and revealed to him that he was going to be a prophet, and they were going to reinstate the Church of Jesus Isa back on earth again. I put my whole life into this. I became a missionary for my church, where I went actively preaching to the communities. But my main problems were following this faith was several. I felt like I was always pretending, that I had to put a mask on every day. They had to convince myself that this was the truth. There was always a lot of contradictions according to how I naturally knew Allah, and according to how they were teaching about Allah. For example, I had a very big problem right from the beginning about the Trinity. So it's 3 in 1. And I never ever could be convinced ever that how could 3 separate beings be one being all at the same time? How could Allah be all around us yet be in one man the whole time? How could Allah come down from immortality to mortality, to perfection to imperfection, and allow himself to be killed? Allow man to kill God. So I knew it was impossible. Even reading the Bible, when Isa used to perform his miracles, he'd always say, "Not my will be done, but thy will be done." So he's recognizing the Father instantly. All the time, it's just everything contradiction. I left the church 3 years ago, not by any official means, but I just stopped going. So, how I found Islam. I was hearing a lot of negative things about Islam through friends, work colleagues, through the media. I met some really lovely Muslims I didn't get to know personally, but from what I could see from the outside, I saw a lot of good examples of wonderful Muslims. And I would hear all the negative things, and I thought, this can't be right. So I decided, after hearing this negative stuff, I'm going to learn about Islam. I want to know about Islam in its truthful form, right from the source. But I'm also, part of me, I didn't want to admit it, was curious. I wanted to find another path in life. But I didn't think I was going to become a Muslim myself. So I went into Google, and I typed in 3 words: learning about Islam. I found an organisation, ISNA, the My Centre, and I emailed Brother Murad Selik, and we sent a few emails, and we eventually met about a week or 2 later. So I sat down for a couple of hours and just asked a lot of general questions that a Westerner would probably ask a Muslim. I asked him if I could have a copy of the Quran, because I wanted to read it, and the brother gave it to me. And so I read the Quran. I didn't read the entire thing, but I read quite a bit of it, and I felt for the first time in my life Allah speaking back to me. I felt for the first time in years that I could have a close personal relationship with Allah. Just about in every single page in the Quran it says Allah is most merciful, oft forgiving. Those few words hit me so much, because they meant that I can have a personal relationship with Allah. That there is no Isa, Jesus Christ, in between. There is no one in between the phone call between me and Allah. It is me and Allah. No one in between. No matter what kind of person I am, his heart is wide open, willing to accept me. I felt for the first time in my life loved. I knew that I had to embrace Islam.
SubhanAllah.
So 4 weeks ago, I said my Shahada. The biggest miracle in my life what I said for since I was 8 years old, that I was going through such pain and torment from a trial that I felt that Allah could never take away from me. When I said the Shahada, it was taken from me.